And good morning. Hello, welcome to Coffee with Jem. I'm Jem. This is the show where I drink coffee, play games, and visit with the folks who stop by. Wouldn't you all like to know who my guest is today? Well, you will have to wait. I'm keeping you in suspense because I think we have a fabulous guest this morning. So what I want to do is encourage you to follow me. I don't have a set schedule yet, so my schedule is kind of flaky, I know. But mostly I'm on mornings and afternoons. But you can follow me and get notifications, and then you'll know when I go live. You can also find me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @mwilson6468. And you can email me at texas.gem68@gmail.com. Thank you for that follow. My notification is not showing me who that was, but thank you very much. So let me go ahead and introduce you to our guest. My guest today is the co-host of Corillian Run Radio, keeps the cast of Passionately Casual podcast in line as producer and editor, and sometimes, babysitter. But I'm just saying. I'm just teasing. It's a great group over there, and I absolutely love them to death. But also, he has started his own stream called Nerd TV. So I want all of you to welcome Mox to the show.
Hey, Jim. I have to say that your intro video is so inspirational. It makes me feel like I should want to get up and do stuff. It's not going to happen, but that's the feeling it evokes.
Yay! I just love that video. I love that song. And then when they came out with the video, that goes to Plum, the group called Plum, and they I don't know when it came out, but that's their official lyric video, and I absolutely love it. And it just seems so fitting for how I want to start my show.
Awesome.
So thank you. Well, I am totally off of my plan of attack this morning, so
I went down the rabbit trail, so it's okay.
No, that's all right. So let's see. Good morning. We're going to run some SWOTOR today too, and Jim will try to multitask today. Hey, Jess. Good morning.
Good morning, Jess.
Jess she was so gracious to be the guinea pig and be my very first guest on my very first episode of Coffee with Jim. I just thought that was so awesome. By the way, it's my secret goal to have all of the Passionately Casual podcast crew on my show at some point. Just saying.
They need to do a late night version to get Sakari.
That is true. It would need to be a late night version. I think that's the last one. I think that's the one I don't have so far.
No, you're missing someone else. There's a very important member of Passionately Casual. Larry Everett.
Oh my gosh. That's right.
So you have 2 checkboxes left.
2 checkboxes. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
No, Larry doesn't mind. That's all right. He gets overlooked all the time.
Well, that's even worse that I didn't remember. Poor thing. Jim's not had enough coffee this morning, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's right. Let's give out, thank you for the reminder, Jess. Let's give out a shout out to Sakari. It's his birthday today.
It is. I just tweeted to him.
That's awesome. Now, I don't think he's streaming until tomorrow night, but any of you, if y'all could go by there and give him a shout out, I think that would be totally awesome. I think we have his link info coming up. Oh, lady says he may stream tonight, guys. So if y'all head on over and give him a follow, you'll get the alert, and then you'll know when he goes live. But be sure to send him happy birthday wishes.
Right.
Okay. So, Mox.
Yes, Jim. Sounds so dramatic.
I'm trying to be so professional this morning.
So I have a question for you. You said to me that I scare you. I am cuddly. I do not know why I would intimidate you. So
because because I started playing SWTOR. Well, okay, what I'm about to say, I say most humbly. I'm not trying to say I'm anything. I'm a very humble person. But when I started playing SWTOR, I was completely clueless and such a newbie. And here's Mox comes along and, oh, I'll help you with ops and I'll help you with flashpoints and da-da-da. And Mox knew everything in the game. Tell me that's not intimidating. I'm just saying.
You say it in the past tense, like as if I've lost that knowledge, though. So that's
no. You still have all of that knowledge.
I am nothing special. I am just the guy that likes a game and likes to play with other people. I'm not some progression reader. I've done a little bit of that, but it's not really my thing. I like to get in, do some stuff around, hang out with friends, and maybe raise some money for charity every now and then with Extra Life. So
exactly.
I'm nothing special. There's no reason to be intimidated or scared by me. I am, you play this game as long as I do, you'll be helping somebody, like that too. I'm sure you already do.
I can only hope to help people in the right direction. Usually I'm leading them off a cliff, but that's,
Well, it only takes one drop off of a cliff,
That's true.
Oh.
No.
Oh. See what I did there?
I did. I saw that. Oh, goodness. And walked right into it. But yeah, no, and of course, truth time. It was very hard for me to ask Jess too. I had planned for several weeks for her to be my first guest as well, or for her to be a guest as well. And it took me a while to work up the courage to ask her too, because I guess JT wasn't nearly as scary because I work with him on his stream, so it wasn't nearly as scary asking JT to do it.
You've seen behind the curtain.
Yeah, you see all the other stuff, but
And JT's a much more amazing player than I am. A lot of people just don't understand. They talk about, JT talks a little bit about his situation, and he is truly an inspiration. If you got to see what he does, as far as this game is concerned, and the conditions under which he achieves what he does, it's mind-boggling.
That is amazing, I have to say, after having him on the show and really finding out more about his situation, that really, he's already a phenomenal player, and then to realize that he's playing it at, such the degree that he's having to play, it was incredible.
Exactly. I would task anybody from any progression guild to play this game with a trackball and basically holding two pencils in their hands, pencil in each hand, to be able to accomplish what they do to the level that he does. And you know that he's one of the top SWTOR players out there.
That's a very good description of what it would be like to play the way JT played. Yeah.
Anyway, we're off script.
We're very off on our bunny trails right now. We're just chasing them all over the place, like my neighborhood. Somebody literally let their rabbits out before they moved, and we now have a neighborhood full of rabbits.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. Yes, gardens are not safe anymore.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. You should, domesticate some.
Yeah, and some people are like, oh, stew. I'm like, no.
They're not that kind of rabbits if they're being set free, right?
I wouldn't think so, but, hey, I don't eat rabbits, so. Okay, so you have started your new stream, Nerd TV. Now, I know that you're doing, the co-host of Carillion Run Radio, and you do the production and editor for Passionately Casual Podcast.
Right.
How does your stream, Nerd TV, differ from those shows?
Oh, it's an entirely different thing. With Passionately Casual, I am behind the scenes mostly. I've been on, here and there, as far as you'll hear me on an episode, but mostly I'm behind the scenes. I handle the editing to make sure that they sound fabulous, which was a learning process. I knew nothing about audio editing when Jess asked me to do that. And, So I've had to learn kind of on the fly, which I found that like a lot of us learn this stuff, like technology stuff, kind of learn as we go, kind of thing. Um, so I'm behind the scenes, and I'm like setting up guests and emailing and scheduling and things like that, and trying to keep as you said, keep them on task during the episodes. When I was brought aboard, JT and Jess said, "Oh yeah, an hour, is where our target's an hour. We want to have this hour long podcast." I don't think we've had an hour long podcast in Passionately Casual since 2015. So. But it's very rewarding. We have a great crew over there. They're great to work with, and I have a lot of fun doing that. We've had some really wins as far as guests are concerned. Jess really scored, with Darren DePaul. The Mark Thompson interview, I actually set that up. Worked with that was like a 3-month process to get Mark Thompson on the show.
Oh, wow.
So there's a lot of work that goes into stuff like that. You have to get publicists, and then the publicist has to go to Disney, and then Disney has to approve it, and then after it's all done, they had to listen to it and say, okay, we're okay with this. It's very a lot of steps you have to go through to get people like that. So that's my job over there. Then Corellian runs more of JT kind of does a lot of the legwork on that, and I'm just kind of the guest, or not the guest, the co-host. But it's really JT's show that I, try to help him out with. Since that one's the longest running podcast currently in SWOTOR.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, it's been running since before launch.
That is awesome.
Yeah, JT got involved, I think. I don't know the time. JT can tell you time frames, but there were some other hosts. Then JT joined as a writer, and then he eventually became a host as well. And then the other hosts kind of moved on with their lives. One of them became a community manager for WildStar, so they couldn't, obviously couldn't be involved with something having to do with SWOTOR, so they moved on. Real life got in the way of some people. One of the host that was the Heather, she got married and kind of just kind of has more of a family focus now. But yeah, and then along comes Mox. I just help him out there. And then my stream is just me. It's just me kind of playing and nothing too crazy. I've been doing a little bit of story recently, just revisiting stuff that I kind of play through or spacebarred through a lot of times, but now I'm trying to look at it again because it's it's there and it's interesting.
It's there and it's interesting.
Yeah, I mean these devs put a lot into the story. They spent a lot of time writing this story, and just because it's 5 years old doesn't mean it's not worth kind of really paying attention to it.
That's true. I have to say, one of the things that I really loved about this game that kept me coming back to this game is the story. Obviously, you also need content, you need ops, you need, all that other kind of stuff that goes on after you've done the story. But the story is just so good.
Oh, okay. Tor Wars, somebody went to WildStar. Okay, my bad. But anyway, needless to say, there were other hosts that have moved on from the Corellian run. My bad. Sorry, Dee Dee. So Nerd TV is it's fun. It's been I don't know, maybe it's been a little more than a month since I officially launched, and I've been having fun with it. I'm not stressing out with it because I did have a stream before. You asked me if I want to talk about it. I had nerd quilting. I like to quilt.
I wasn't going to bring it up unless you wanted to, but I love it. I watched some of your episodes. I loved it.
Yeah, it's fun, but it got to be very stressful. I had to do a lot of preparation beforehand. I had to have fabric cut, and then it was if I made a mistake, I felt silly, and I don't know. It just became something that it wasn't fun after a very short time. So I decided that creative streaming wasn't for me. But through the encouragement actually of Lady Daney, I decided to give game streaming a shot. She said, you know a lot, you should be streaming too. And And so I was just like, oh no, I'll be competing with Sakari, I'll be competing with JT, I don't want to do that. And she's like, no, you should. So I took her advice and did.
And I'm so glad you did, and I bet a lot of other people are too.
Yeah, I don't have a huge stream. I'm certainly not, on the par with, with Sakari or any of the other big streamers. But I put myself out there. Come by and check out and see if you like it.
Exactly. And let's throw your link up again.
Did I lose you, Jem?
I had to type it because I couldn't find my hotkey.
Oh.
I've gotten to where if I can hotkey a command, boy, it is getting hotkeyed because that saves so much time and I don't have nearly as many typos. Well, you mentioned doing stuff for Extra Life.
Yes.
I have to say, this is my second year doing Extra Life, and I love it. I love the community that's with it. I mean, I used to do March of Dimes, and I loved it as well. I know there's people out there I know everybody has their opinion, but I loved it, and I did it for years. I've done it since I was 8 years old. And, but now, at my age and our lifestyle and everything, there's just so many things I don't really have time for. And I thought, gaming, I can do that. So that's awesome. And we do board games and stuff here at home, plus, SWOTOR, and we have get those links up here. Nope.
Told you. I told you I would jinx you.
That is not your fault. Thank you, lady. Lady beat me to it. No. So, ours is November 4th, right?
That's the official 24-hour day, yes. But there are other Extra Life events throughout the year. Sometime in October or September, October, they'll have Tabletop Gaming Day. So there's other days that they do to try to push to raise extra money. The thing is, it's all great to say we're going to play games, heal kids, but we do need to actually try to raise some money for these kids. That playing the games is just kind of a thing to do. But just as with any other marathon type of situation, you want to get out there and get your sponsors, get your people to, throw you a couple dollars, $1 here, $1 there, $25, buy a t-shirt. We have, we're selling t-shirts this year. That's new for our cause. I guess we're talking about Extra Life. Really should recap really quickly, that it is to benefit children's hospitals across North America. And the money that we raise goes to them, not into the, some administrative fees and costs and such. Are very well regarded charity in that sense.
Exactly, and I think that's a very good point. It's all well and good for all of us to play games, but the playing the game isn't what generates the money. Just like if you do a walkathon or a marathon, run marathon, if you do read a book, a bookathon, that's not going to raise the money. What raises the money is donations coming in. And then, I noticed with Extra Life, nobody does, so many donate so much per hour of gaming that I play or anything like that. It's different, but it still requires people to bring in to send in the donation. So I don't care if your donation is $1, I don't care if it's $5, I don't care if it's $50, I don't care what it is. Just if you can donate anything, these kids and their families really need it.
Yeah. And we have some really good in-game events for the people that are participating. We work very hard in making a schedule. Now the Extra Life Day is 24 hours. We did that. And some people will do that as part of kind of our team. They'll go above and beyond. But our official kind of scheduled events are going to encompass about 12 hours. And we'll schedule things from, most likely we generally start about 11 o'clock Eastern time and go until about 11 o'clock at night. Reason for that is we have some people from Europe who participate. We now have somebody from we have people from Australia, New Zealand, so we kind of, we have members that kind of span the globe. So we try to pick a time that works best. So somewhere between 11 and 1, we'll start and we'll go for 12 hours, and we'll have all kinds of events, whether it be, we're going to go get some Datacrons, or we're going to get some pets, or we're going to, recreate an American TV game show in SWTOR, which we've done the last 2 years and have a fabulous one planned for this year.
That is going to be awesome, too. Man, I should have gotten a picture of that. Let me see if I can find it.
I can get one while we're chatting. I'll get one to Lady Game.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yes, that is just going to be a lot of fun. Last year we did sort of like a spinoff of The Price is Right, and that was fun. I loved that. And so this year
that was a lot of work and too much work for JT and I to do. We really could have done that much better if we had a couple other people that were kind of in like helping out with like prizes, displaying things and such. And then we learned a lot from that. Like the first year it was Family Feud, which was very simple because it's just questions, and it just was very simple to kind of run. When we took it to the next level, it was like, okay, now we've got to show these prizes, and we have to have these games and multiple games, and we have to we worked for weeks and weeks and hours and hours and hours right up to the very last minute to get that done. And I'm glad it went off as well as it did, but it could have been better. There's always room for improvement, I guess.
You are a perfectionist, Mox.
Oh, you don't know me in real life. No.
JT has OCD and you're a perfectionist, but
I have CDO. The letters are in the right alphabetical order.
Oh, CD, there you go. But I thought it was fabulous. I had a lot of fun. I thought it was very well put together. And, there's just some things you can't control, technology or whatever, but I really enjoyed the event last year. And so any of you, if you want to jump in and run with us on that 12-hour run, see Mox or Jess or JT or me, I can steer you to the right person. But let us know. And then if you don't want to run or you can't run, check out. Somebody's going to be streaming it. I think last year we had 6 people streaming it.
Yes, we'll definitely have, and we had 5 or 6 people at our kickoff event in June. So yeah, I expect at least that many.
Oh yeah, so it'll be streaming. So you can at least watch it if you can't participate. But that's the main thing is help us get the word out. And please send your donations. It does not come to me. It goes straight to Extra Life. You click my link, though. My page. Oh, there's the picture for the Hollywood Squares.
So much fun, and we're very, very fortunate to have a very good relationship with BioWare Austin and with Eric Musco and some of the other devs. And Eric has graciously agreed to be part of this. He participated last year in the way of a movie with Musco event, which was so much fun to watch. The Force Awakens with him, Mystery Science Theater 3000 style, and he gave some prizes away. He answered some questions, like in-game questions, like about the game, and kind of took suggestions and things. He's a really, really nice guy. For all the flack he takes, he is Superman. Oh, so yeah, he's going to be our center square, which is going to be so much fun.
I'm trying to. I need to get that picture up.
Does the link not work?
I'm out of coffee.
So, for those of you that are not familiar with Hollywood Squares, it was a game show that originated in the 70s, was reborn right about the year 2000, and basically it takes celebrities and puts them in a 3x3 grid, which is a tic-tac-toe square setup. You have 2 contestants. The contestant picks a square that they want to try to win, either an X or an O in, and then the celebrity in that square is asked a question. So, for example, they might be asked, a baseball team has 12 players on it. and then the celebrity would say true or false, like true or false. Celebrity would generally say something funny and be kind of witty about it, and then they would give an answer. And they might say, well, that's true. And then the contestant then has to decide whether they agree or disagree with the person's answer. If they agree and they're right, then they get the square. If any variation of being them not, being wrong happens, then the other side gets the square. So it's a very kind of fast-paced kind of game. Hope to get a few rounds in with several contestants being able to play and win some in-game prizes, subcodes, cartel points, etc. Hello?
I'm here. Yes.
I am boring our host to sleep.
No, I'm trying to get this stupid picture to work. I am technically challenged. There it is.
Oh, you're trying to get it up on like work in OBS so you can display it. I understand. I'm like, it's just a link.
No, I am not sleeping. There we go. Yay!
I hate delay. There we go. Yeah, I see it now. The Twitch delay always is a pain.
Yes.
So, as you see, we have asked other members of the community, content creator community, to be the other squares, like our other celebrities. So it's going to be really interesting because, like, Volk, for example, I'm sure has never seen a Hollywood Squares. So that'll be, that in itself will be funny. But I will make sure that I get with everybody and they've at least watched something. You can get them on YouTube. So make sure everybody has watched it because we want to make sure that they understand that, they're supposed to kind of be witty and sassy and whatnot, and not just like straight-laced and, in the answer. It's supposed to be kind of a very fun thing.
Mox, I don't think this group of people here know how to be straight-laced. Just saying. Look at this group here.
It's going to be fun. I like the fact we have a couple squares that have two people in them so they can argue amongst themselves before they come up with an answer. So it should be a lot of fun. And I think I've come up with a clever way to actually recreate the tic-tac-toe board in-game as well.
Oh, fabulous.
So yeah, it's it'll take. I have to do some redecorating in my Tatooine stronghold, but I have to remove my 8,000 Twi'lek dancers. But yeah, we should be okay by then.
I just think it's going to be fabulous. All right,
Jess, my Twi'lek dancers are going to need a home, Jess. So I'm expecting you to handle that for me.
Okay, well, so we were also talking about raising money and goals. So I think, you're going to be rapping for us, Mox? When your goal is met?
Not when my goal is no. I made it. I'm not a silly kind of person. I make goals that mean something. Our team goal is $2,000, but I said that if we hit $5,000, I volunteered to quote unquote sing. But to me, I can't sing, so it would be some little ice baby maybe.
Ice baby, little vanilla ice, huh?
Yeah, something like that. Maybe some Sugar Hill Gang. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but it definitely will not be traditional like Adele or Celine Dion or anything like that.
Okay. Well, that's perfectly fine.
But it's like $5,000, so we have to like bust our butts to get there. But if they do it, I'm willing. If we can get to that number, I would be willing to make that happen.
That's awesome. Well, I have a little bit lower goal for me personally. When I hit 300, when my fundraising hits 300, I am going to color my hair, whatever choice the chat votes on. Yes. And I'm willing to do it twice because I also have said when JT reaches his goal, I will let his chat group choose my hair color. So there's going to be 2 hair color choices going on. People are going to wonder what my problem is, but that's okay.
Excellent. Yes, and I challenged JT to dye his beard to match your color. But he seems to think his mother would have an issue with it, but I don't think she would.
Did you hear him the other night? He is really considering it. I think just a few more nudges, I think we'll have him doing it.
Last year, I dared him to like shave half his beard if he hit his goal, and he's just like, no, not that.
Well, lots of hair coloring going on. We have Sakari that's going to wear pigtails and pink bows for his strings.
Yes.
Yeah, and no excuses. He has the pink bows now, so there is no excuse.
Exactly.
And I'm not
Good
sure what
stuff.
Jess is doing.
I don't know if she's done anything like made any crazy promises this year. We'll have to see. Jess is demanding Celine Dion.
Yeah.
Yeah, not happening.
Yeah, she knows where you live, so.
All right, so yeah, that's
That's
Extra Life. So November 4th, unholyalliance.org/extra life is the website. You don't have to be a member of the guild to see the website, so please donate, participate, hang out, whatever. We'd love to have you.
Awesome. Okay, well, I promised people SWOTOR. So you're going to take me to the black hole, right?
Yes, you said
Awesome.
you may have only done this once before, so I want to do something that you have not either done often or haven't done at all. So yeah, we're going to go to the black hole. So let's start off with traveling there, first of all. Now, I had told you originally, I still want you to show this on your stream, but we're not going to travel that way. Open up your galaxy map, and you can actually travel directly to the black hole from your galaxy map. Black hole is located on Corellia, so we're going to find Corellia, which should be the central section of your map. And I see you're already there, so I'll go ahead and click on Corellia. And when the window pops up, you will see that there is an option there for two locations. You can go to the planet or to the black hole. So, and if you traveled there, it would cost you, a few credits to get there. What I did though is while we were kind of hanging out, is I got the black hole daily galactic command mission. So I just shared that with you. So you should be able to just accept that and hit the priority transport that appeared there. So you may have to close your map to see that pop up.
Okay, yes. Could you try again, please?
I can. It says you already have a show. Oh, I may have bugged you out. You're going to need to log out and log out and log back in, I think, to fix that.
Oh.
That's my bad. I shared it while your map was up, so it glitched you. Let's do a quick pop out and pop back in.
Oh, yeah.
Not quick game.
I changed it.
Okay.
I almost clicked. It's like every op. In game or at the beginning.
All right, and let me know when you're loaded. Your character's very pretty, by the way. I like the tattoos that look like a mask. Or is that actually a mask?
It's cybernetic.
Oh, cybernetics. Okay, cool.
Well, I wear glasses, and so I didn't want to put goggles or anything on her, and I saw that, and I was like, you know what? That works.
There are other MMOs that have glasses in game, and I think it's so fantastic. I think that they should have some sort of like actual glasses in SWTOR. That'd be really cool.
I totally agree. Okay, I'm ready.
There you go.
I'm not getting it, Mom.
That's weird. You're level 70, right? I don't know. I can't see all of your stuff. It should be under Corellia. So, no, you do not have it.
No.
Are you... Oh, we're not grouped. Derp-de-derp.
Okay, let's try again.
Now let's try.
Yay.
Alright, so now you should have priority transport. Click that, and it'll take you right into the area where missions are given.
Yay, there we go.
So yeah, I totally agree. I think glasses would be awesome. Like you could have like the nerdy horn rim ones. You could have like the little wire rim ones. It'd be just so wickedly cool.
I could have some purple frames, like my real glasses.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember which game had them. If it was Guild Wars 2 or Star Trek has glasses. I did not know
Trek
that.
Online, yeah, they do.
Nice. I was trying to watch you play that the other day. You were playing maybe last week someday, but it looked like you might have been like busy chatting or something because it looked like your ship was just like kind of hanging out in like the nebula or something. Like nothing too crazy was going on.
No, Jim Hubby kept disappearing from the desk. He wanders off sometime.
He's not a hardcore gamer, is he?
No.
Okay, go ahead and grab all those missions.
No, he's not. So, yeah. Oh, I have been here. And I have done that.
Okay. Well, we'll give you some couple little,
Sir, there's a transmission.
hopefully
from the
tips
black
and
hole.
shortcuts
The General
and
wants
things.
it put through to you.
Awesome. Shortcuts are
I
good.
heard it was a bounty hunter who'd been troubling me. I hope you have some pull with the Empire. I'm Councillor Torvix. It's time to end this. You want the black hole facilities destroyed, and you know I can hold out forever. So, we negotiate.
Your forces can't stand against us, and the Republic is closing in as fast as
Oh,
we
he had
are.
a better answer than
When
I
the
did.
Republic realizes it can't beat me, I'll be ruler of Corellia. This is your last chance. By the end of the day, the Empire will provide me with shield generators, combat droids, anti-air cannons, and access to orbital satellites. In return, I will release 1/10 of my hypermatter stores to your fleet. And you will depart this system forever.
Desperate son of a sow just made his biggest mistake. We traced the signal and got a beat on his position. What do you say to killing Councillor Torvix?
General Kanya, you may have lost Corellia, but there's hope for you yet.
You're too kind. Torvix is using a radiation vault as his command center. Impervious to portable weaponry, but not to a hypermatter detonation. Take out his personal guards. Let him know you're coming and he'll seal his shelter. Then flood the hypermatter pipelines and turn him into ash.
There's more to it than that. What am I facing?
His guards are killers, the worst pirates in Republic space. Armored in radiation suits or from some species immune to everything. The rest, just his army. I'll be in touch during the approach. Scorch his bones for me.
Scorch his bones for her.
Yeah. It's like, I'll do it for myself, not for you, thank you.
Exactly.
So why do these lofty Imperial types drag out what they're saying? It's like they take forever to say 2 words.
Because somebody got paid to make some really cool dialogue. All right.
That's awesome.
So this first mission takes place right in here. It's called No Trace Left. And it actually took me a while. Like, I had no idea how this actually worked for the longest time. On your mission log, you should see like a little button next to No Trace Left, which is a, let's see, what actually is it called? It is a radiation sensor. So basically, we're looking for somebody who worked with Torvix and has traces of radiation on them because they've been over there kind of hanging out with him.
Aha, okay.
So that's what this little detector does. And when you click the detector, it will pulse. So go ahead and give yours a click.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So did it turn you in a direction after you clicked it?
Oh, it may. Oh, yeah.
So that direction is the direction of the person that has the radiation in it. So it's like kind of like a Geiger counter. So if you click it, it tells you how far they are and what direction they are. So go ahead and click it again, and then you want to walk in that direction, and then try it once you get closer. And there you go. So you found somebody. So whenever you get the red, you know that you found somebody. So you have to basically run around here and use that to narrow it. I just was, whenever I did this before, I was like, oh, somebody's within 15 meters, and like I didn't understand that it was pointing me in the direction that I was supposed to be going.
Me
So I'd
either.
like
I was
run around
running
in circles.
Yeah.
Right, so lesson learned there. Now, we each have to do these for ourselves, so there is no, like, we don't share. So we'll just run around here, and once we're all done our 3, we'll move outside. And by the way, just because you get a red circle with one person in a group doesn't mean you shouldn't check if there's more than one person around there, because you could get 2 or 3 all, like, right in the same little area.
That's a good tip. Like just now.
You got 2 in one group?
Yep.
Yeah. There we go. All right, I'm done. And you are done too, it seems.
Okay.
All right. And we're going to head downstairs. Or upstairs. I never know which direction we're going. I think that we were upstairs in this one. Alright, and there's another mission we have to get out here. Alright, so we have, basically we're going to start off with just a kill mission.
Master Joe would be proud.
And here we just have like a general kill, and then we're specifically looking for these 2-legged droids as well. Alright, good deal. So this should get us the last of our droids, and will move us on to the next stage of that mission, which is destroying boxes.
Yay.
Now these we share, so that's good. So only one of us has to click these. If you hop on your speeder, we should be able to grab some of these boxes before people respawn.
Oh, I see the boxes you're talking about. But now these, do we have to kill stuff again now, or there's still some more that we missed earlier?
No, we have to kill stuff now. Like, stuff has respawned.
No time like the present.
I haven't played her in so long, I forgot where all her buttons are.
Yeah, fortunately dailies aren't like, you know, you can just mash buttons. You don't have to like really have a rotation to make them work. You can almost go around the area affecting all this stuff. Again, it's one of those things I wish we could choose difficulties and get bigger rewards if we could, but can't do that really in the open world.
Oh, that would be nice, though.
Alright. Now we're going to go into... There's three phased areas that are part of the weekly. There's the heroic, and then two other ones. The two others, which this is the first one, you actually can split up and do them, and you get credit for them even if you're not with the other person in your group.
Oh, cool.
So, if you're looking for, expediency, one of you can come in here and do this one, and then there's another one there we have to sneak around in that we'll do in a minute. Another person in your group or people in your group can go do that one.
Here, this will help.
All right, we have to click 4 little terminals in this one. But this stuff that's across this open area here, this kind of gassy stuff, that will kill you pretty quick. And next to glow, you should see a little blue injector that you're going to want to protect, give yourself some radiation protection. And then we go over here and go to the next thing.
I don't know if mine worked.
It did.
Okay.
You get a buff. It should have some stats on it and look like be blue. Now, before we go back across this blue stuff to the next area, make sure you loot one of the, there's a guy with a yellow beam on him back here. He gives you another injector. So you want to have a second injector so we can get out of here safely.
Aha, okay.
Alright, now we go across over here. And I always go all the way across onto the ramp. Don't fight in the blue stuff because, again, your buff will wear off pretty quick. Companions seem unaffected by it.
So they're immortal.
Or at least immune. Trust me, they're not immortal. I've seen them die in some very, spots where you're like, oh my god, I just fought that champion for 3 minutes and then my companion died and then you die.
Oh, yeah. Blue acid does not affect them.
Yeah.
Alright, and that's it for that one?
Yep, and then you just want to hit your injector again before we go back across here.
Run, Gem, run!
And that one's done.
Alright. So on this one, you can actually have one person go in there and do that, and another person do something else, and everybody gets credit?
Exactly. Yeah. Alright, so over here is the last part of that one where we kill the droids and then click the boxes. This is the step 3 of that. We click that little terminal there, a guy flies down, and we will poke him in the eye.
But there's only 2 of us. That's a Three Stooges move.
I know, right?
I recall this being a lot harder when I was down here before.
Yeah, well, everything was a lot harder before. Did you loot him?
Yes, yes.
Alright. So hop on your speeder. So this phase we're going into is the second one. Again, this is where the other person could go if you, again, wanted to split up and do it quickly.
That's awesome because, you know, there's so many things. I'm running with Jim Hubby through leveling up his Jedi. I know, the light side. But anyway. And we have to be, like, really close in proximity for us both to get credit for things. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, this really is a unique situation. I haven't come across anywhere else that you can do this one. Now, this one, we're trying to steal some hypermatter, some of that blue gas in crates, but you don't want to be detected. If you get detected, you have to fight a droid. So the goal is to kind of sneak through here. And you'll see there are these little detectors that drop down, they pulse, and if you stand in one, a droid will pop out. So the goal is you move through when the circle disappears. And then each one has a spot where you can stand and avoid being detected. And don't worry, if you get in combat, it's not the end of the world, but it's fun to try to get them all without aggroing. Good job. Oh, you avoided that one. That would look like you were right there.
It was close. It was close.
Now that one that you're looking at, you have to jump up and stand like on that little post. Let me. Oh, I should. That was close. You have to jump in the corner, like behind it, and stand up like on that little ledge.
Okay.
Go for it. There you go. Good job. And scoot out. Alright, let's go over to this one. This one's a little easier. You can just stand on the boxes. Ah! I've been detected!
Aw, man.
I ruined our perfect rare.
Oh, I did too.
Oh, we both got one. Twinsies. Alright, this one we go here. And you have to be up on the top one, you know, if you want to click it and not be detected.
That is really tricky.
Wait for it to come down. And the last one's even trickier. Alright. Now this one, again, we have to be in the corner, but you have to jump up and just stand on, like, the lip here. Watch where I jump.
Oh, wow.
And you
Okay.
slide down the wall into the corner, and then you can click it. So you give it a try. Yeah, you got it. You're safe. You can come all the way down. As long as you're up here, you can...
Oh, I got detected.
Yes, you have to be in the corner. I thought you
man.
stayed up there.
So sorry.
But
and you said...
you'll know for... That's fine. You'll know for next time. We got it, though. Now, normally, if I go alone, I don't do the heroic. But since there's two of us, we can go knock the heroic out really quick. So normally, you just would QT back to the base and do your turn-ins, and you're done.
Okay.
I can never find my way out of this place. Oh, look at that, and I got caught.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, just open up my map and see where I'm supposed to go. Oh, it's that. I was going totally in the wrong direction. It's this way.
There we go.
Which is why I like just keep traveling back to the base from there. It's much easier.
Master Zhou would be proud.
Lady Danny, you poke him in the eye. That needs to be a command. By the way, I want to take a moment to say when I reach 50 followers, we're going to do a raffle for a coffee gift basket.
Ooh.
optional digital prize to be awarded. Because, you know, not everybody wants to give out their address.
Right. And not everybody drinks coffee.
That is true. I know it's tragic, very tragic for those poor souls, but...
I used to not be a coffee drinker. Then I discovered Starbucks.
Oh my god. I've been drinking coffee since I was 4, but it was mostly milk and sugar back in the day.
This is Torvix to security. What are you doing? We have intruders.
I get to hear this Counselor Torvix will be complaining as we progress through here to his security, like calling him inept and stuff.
Such a complainer. Nobody wants to work for a boss lady. You work on the same one, or does it matter?
I have the one on the left crowd control, but that's fine. You can jump in and kill him if you want.
Oh no! See, I have that impulse issue going on.
It's all good.
When I first started playing, you'd take me around on some of the ops and stuff. It was so funny because I'd be sitting there and I'd wait, and I would think I had waited long enough for instructions. And right as I jump in, you'd go, "Okay, so now you don't want to hit." Oh, okay.
That's all right. That's why we WOG.
I love WOG. WOG is on Friday nights, by the way, and it stands for What is an Ops Group? We run that. Somebody's always streaming it from the guild.
Master Joe would be proud.
I would like Sakari to notice that I am running with Theron now. Since Torian was killed, I hold him responsible.
Ew.
Maybe I should blame Charles.
Yeah. That's a tough choice. Not.
See, I cannot bring myself. I've only run it once, that one time, because I can't bring myself to do it again, because I know in my heart I want to kill that so I can see what happens, but that's just hard to do because it just doesn't seem right.
Have you like killed off any of the other
I'm sealing the
returning
vault.
companion?
Deal with the problem.
Like Jorgen or Kaleo, any of those?
Torvix's command
No,
center
I
with
didn't know you could kill
hypermatter.
them.
Sending you the
Yeah.
details.
I need to make different choices.
There are definitely some dark choices, and I'll tell you, the job they did depicting like when you kill Torian or Kaleo is very powerful, like very graphic, and yeah, be ready for it.
It was very
if you do it.
shocking because this is the only character that's run that far into the story, and I roleplayed her with Torian, and so like I quit making all the dark evil choices with Torian. I started making better choices, so to speak. And
Better.
yeah, and so of course I was thinking, well, the Mandalorian thing to do would be to save Vet, because Torian can obviously take care of himself and everything.
Right. But yeah, that's very reminiscent. You ever see the movie Seven with Brad Pitt and oh, it's definitely, it's got Morgan Freeman, Brad Pitt, and
Here.
not
this'll
Jennifer. Who's that girl in there? Help me out, chat. Jess, I know you know this.
Sicari the murderer.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very good movie and very shocking ending. It's reminiscent of that.
Wow. Well, yeah, so I'm going to have to... I have some other marks set up to make different choices, but of course it's just not going to be the same because my first choice, my first instinct was the one I already went with.
Right.
That was tough.
I have to realize that they're going up against a psychotic force user.
Right.
So, being a Mandalorian's all fine and good, but, just some things you can't just, tough out.
Yes, but it was Torian.
Justin Bieber, you mean?
I'm really having issues with that. But yeah, so, I'll go through it again.
It's funny because your husband's retired military, so I picture him being, tough and gruff and all, and it's so funny that you are so smitten by this, boy band wannabe.
Well, no, because
what do you think you're doing? You can't unseal
the dialogue of Torian is probably a younger version of like Jim Hubby, where he lets me be my own person, but yet he's still got my back. He's still protective, watches over me, takes care of me, but he lets me. Yeah, and that's what I get from the Torian character. I think that's why I like
You've
it
got
so
their
much.
attention.
I
Torvix's
gotcha.
bodyguards are getting angry.
Hostiles are approaching. Oh no.
And of course, if Jim Hubby and I were in a situation, he would expect me to go take care of somebody else because obviously he can handle it. Which then,
Right.
of course, if he were killed, I would feel horrible.
Of course you'd feel horrible.
Yeah, it's Jim Hubby.
You'd probably feel horrible if you got a stubbed toe.
Yeah. Well, we have grandkids, and on occasion, they leave things down on the stairs.
Oh, like jacks or Legos, like that type of stuff?
Or superhero cape that's very slick.
Oh no.
Oh, hubby went down the stairs the other day. Yeah.
Oh, poor guy.
Oh, and the grandkid that left it on the stairs, I thought they were going to cry. They felt so bad. Because that's their papa.
Right.
Okay, I don't know what we're doing. I'm just shooting stuff, sort of.
Yeah, we just shoot stuff until the big guy, there'll be a big droid will come rolling in here in a minute. It might be right now. Here he is.
Oh.
Do you want to try and get out of his little purple circle? It goes off quick, so you got to be fast about it. Alright, so now we have a puzzle. Come over here. And the goal is all the way over on the left. See this little blinking target over on, actually up at the top with the green?
Yeah.
That's where the hyper... So remember she said we have to flood his chamber with gas and then detonate. So the goal is to get the gas to go from that green to all of the other 3 or 4 areas. And we do that by turning the pipes. Like these will, like you see, I'll click this first pipe, look up at the pipes, you'll see when I click this, a pipe turns.
Oh, I
So now
see
that lets the gas start to flow from that spot to other spots. So you have to kind of look and see, alright, well now I've got gas flowing, if you follow along the top pipe, you go straight across, then it comes down and it goes to this middle one. So that's good. So they got gas flowing there, so we're good so far. But we don't have gas flowing over to the stuff on the right. So we have to kind of twist and turn these pipes to make that happen. So do you want to give it a try and see if you can do it, or do you want me to just do it?
I'll give it a try. I have done this once, and Jim Hubby was doing it with me, and we had absolutely no clue what we were doing.
Oh. Well, now you know.
Okay, so I want to connect the bottom one on the left. I want to start connecting it over.
Well, we got stuff over here on the right that needs gas to get over to it, and there's a gap. If you look right above where I am now, there's a gap. So try the middle panel and see what happens, and see like what changes happen. that didn't connect anything, so that wasn't very useful.
That connects.
That connects, but where it flows like straight down to here, so it doesn't really go anywhere useful, right? So now if you follow that pipe, you'll see that it goes across and now connects this one. The bottom one is now connected to the green. So far you've gotten 2 out of the 4 done. Or
So
sorry,
now-
3 out of the 4 done.
So now I want to do this T panel here, correct?
Right, but you don't want to. What you want to do is you have to make sure that this guy, ultimately the bottom one that you already have connected, still remains connected. So you have to make sure you get all 4 done. So go ahead and give that a whirl. So there, you're good that you got the top one connected, but the bottom one's not connected anymore. Oh yeah, there you go. You solved it.
We can still
Now you
negotiate.
hit the
Explosion
button,
will kill us all.
Which button? Oh,
the other button that lit up,
Counselor Torvix is dead,
and we win.
and his army is a mess.
yay!
It won't be
Oops,
long
I
before
need
we make a
inventory.
clean sweep.
Now we can quick travel back, do our turn-ins,
Let's do this
and
again
finish
sometime.
only 5 minutes late.
Quick travel. Wait, I hit the Imperial home base. Was that where I was going?
Yep. Yeah,
Hey,
it's only,
Archer.
can only go to one place here.
Awesome.
The heroic is already turned in, so we don't have to, like, we got that autocomplete, and then the terminal over here. I do like they added this, like, that when one person clicks.
Oh, did that finish off all mine too?
Yep. All you have to do is accept them.
Oh, I love that.
And I got a command level.
Yay, me too. Of course, I'm at 12.
That's okay.
Master Zhou would be proud.
There you go. Enjoy your fiery prophet.
Oh, thank you. Yay. Look at that.
Oh, he's so cute. Reminds you like of a little like bulldog or something.
Yes, yes. Oh, my mom has English bulldogs. Not English bulldogs.
French?
No, they are old English bulldogs. Yeah, they sure are.
Oh. Wow, does she breed them?
She was going to, and then decided not to.
No. Say, my birthday's in March if she does breed them.
Yeah, she had intended to when she first started, and so she got Belle, the Southern Belle. She's a whole Gone with the Wind person, you know, she loves that show. So she ended up with Belle, and then she picked up Butler a year later, and they're not related enough to ruin the line, but they're bred enough to increase the line. I don't know how all that works. I'm not a dog breeder.
Yeah, I'm not either.
But yeah, but then she ended up not breeding them, so she just fixed Belle.
I'm a rescuer kind of guy. Like I got the last 2 pets from the rescue.
That's usually what we do, local stray or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
In fact, if anybody's listening, my daughter needs to rehome their Siberian Husky.
Oh, huskies, high energy.
Yes, and they're gone a lot during the day. Even though they have 10 acres of land, she's bored and she keeps getting out and she's going after the neighbor's chickens.
Oh no.
Yep, so anybody want a Siberian Husky, email me at texas.gem68@gmail.com.
A spirited Siberian husky who's apparently studied after Houdini.
Yes, and she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous, but and she's been fixed. So I'm sorry if anybody wanted to breed her, but
They should put that on Twitter.
I should. You know, I should. I'm gonna put that on Twitter. They don't want to take a chance on her getting shot. You know, we're kind of out in the country. I'm in Texas, and if somebody's going if a dog's going after somebody's chicken, sometimes they get shot.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's sad, but it makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, thank you for having me, Miss Gem. I'm glad that we got to hang out a little bit.
Well, thank you, Mox. Thank you for running with me.
No problem. Now you know all about the black hole.
Yes.
At least on the Imperial side. You'll have to get your next guest to take you through on the pub side, because it's different.
That is true. It is. It is very different. I used to think, oh, you know, Imperial Republic, whatever, it's all the same. It's not.
No, it's not.
So
And even the mirror classes feel different. It's always, and I say this all the time because, you know, I joke and say there's one side, and I'm generally not talking about light and dark there. I'm talking about the feel of the game, the play, that feels different to me on each side. Even though they're the same class with the exact identical abilities, they feel different to me. So I just enjoy the feel of the classes on the Imperial side more.
Yep, I agree. I didn't realize that they were mirrors until I think it was Elise pointed it out to me one time when we were running. And I was like, oh, okay. Because it doesn't seem the same to me either.
I mean, that's good and bad, I guess, too, because you wouldn't want the identical thing on both sides, but I just wish there were some other, like, weapon choices. Like, I think I'd enjoy troopers better if they weren't carrying around that 300-pound gun.
Yeah. Comes in handy in Hutball, though. Or whatever that class is. That's the one that gets up there and shoots at. Well, Mox, thank you for hanging out with us today. And y'all go over and check out Nerd TV. When are you streaming again?
Should be Tuesday if the stars all align right. I took this week off. I was just not feeling like streaming on Tuesday, and then we had some partially casual business last night, so I should be back online come Tuesday at 11 Eastern.
Awesome. And tell us real quick, Curly and Run Radio, y'all have something special going on Saturday, don't you?
Oh, we just have a regular episode on Saturday, but we are going to be coming up. We actually got the ability to run the new Flashpoint with Musco and one of the Bioware devs that will be coming up later this month. We'll be doing a playthrough of the new Crisis on Umbara, so that will be on our next the episode after this one, so in 2 weeks.
Oh, in 2 weeks, okay. But still, come check you out this week so they can shoot you a follow, and then they'll know next time.
And they'll be all ready, exactly. So that's at Corellian Run Radio, so you can follow us on Twitter there. And like she said, at Nerd TV is my stream Twitch, and then my own personal one is at Fort Worth Gym, which is FT Worth Gym.
Awesome. Well, I want to say thank you to a few people in chat. Thank you, Jess Arjar, for coming and joining us this morning. Thank you, Fagwent. And the challenge of all streamers to pronounce names correctly. Milfshake Inc. Thank you for joining us this morning. And, of course, the lovely Lady Daney, my right hand today. I really, really appreciate that. She was so sweet to volunteer to come mod for me this morning. So I don't think any stream is complete without Lady Daney modding. It's just awesome. She adds fun and craziness to the mix, and she's just so creative. So y'all give her a shout out next time you see her. Now, be sure to shoot me a follow. That way you'll get the notification every time I go live. You can also find me on Twitter. I'm Gem at mwilson6468. My Twitch channel, my email is texas.gem68@gmail.com. If you have any questions or concerns, you can just email me there. Thank you, lady. So thank y'all so much, and we'll see you next time on Coffee with Gem. Y'all have a good rest of your Friday.
Bye, everybody.